The JSO lieutenant accused of firing shots at a semi-truck on I-95 will not face criminal charges. The state attorney's office released its findings today in the case involving Lieutenant Marc Crawford, who was accused of shooting at the truck while driving home from work back in March. Crawford has since been reassigned to a non-emergency role. Investigative reporter Riley Phillips has been digging into this from the start. She joins us live now outside JSO headquarters. And Riley, the state attorney's office says they could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Crawford's use of deadly force was justified.
Yes, the state attorney's office cites factual issues with witness testimony and gaps in evidence as reasons why they are not bringing criminal charges against Lieutenant Marc Crawford. You might remember back in March when this happened, JSO said they did not have any video of the actual exchange between Crawford and the semi-truck driver. Because of this, the state attorney's office had to rely on witness interviews and scene reconstruction, which they determined was not enough. Traffic shut down for hours on I-95 as JSO responded to a shooting involving one of their own. At the time, Chief Alan Parker said Lieutenant Marc Crawford was on his way home from work on March 10th when he and a semi-truck made contact with each other on the interstate near Phillips Highway. That's when Chief Parker said Crawford got out of his car and shot at the semi-truck. Since then, the state attorney's office has been investigating. According to their report, Lieutenant Crawford maintains he was trying to merge when the semi-truck driven by 70-year-old James DeBardelabin hit the back of his car. The truck made impact a second time, pushing Crawford's car down the road. At some point, either during or after this contact, Crawford fired his gun 4 times, though the state attorney's office stated this cannot be conclusively established. We're also learning for the first time that one of the rounds did hit the driver, but it did not penetrate his body. The report further states Crawford's car veered across the left lane and collided with the concrete barrier. He initiated a traffic stop on the truck driver and called for backup. The report further states the truck driver appeared confused when he was getting out of his truck and was not aware of any collision until he heard the gunfire and felt the bullet hit his stomach. In a written statement to the state attorney's office, Crawford said he fired his gun because the truck continued moving forward, forcing his car forward, and he was afraid he was going to be crushed. A recreation of the incident confirmed the truck driver likely could not have seen Crawford's car during the first point of contact. An analysis of the bullets from Crawford's gun was also completed, and the state attorney's office says the trajectory of the bullets are consistent with Crawford's account that he discharged his weapon while his car was being pushed by the truck. The state attorney's office also interviewed 6 witnesses, though only 2 claimed to have seen the shooting. The report states several witnesses agreed that the truck pushed Crawford's car, but it was still uncertain how far the car was pushed and the timing of the gunfire. Because the state attorney's office could not establish the precise sequence of events leading to Lieutenant Crawford's use of deadly force, they determined they could not charge him criminally. And now that the criminal investigation is over, JSO's Office of Internal Affairs can begin their administrative investigation. Lieutenant Marc Crawford has been reassigned to the teleserve unit and stripped of his police authority. Live in downtown Jacksonville, Riley Phillips, First Coast News, on your side.